Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tales from the Back Row podcast. My name is Lorcan Byrne.
My name is Dylan.
My name's Chelsea.
And I'm Cleo.
And our first guest today is a man named Yevhen Brick.
Yes.
Welcome to the first podcast. How do you feel being the first guest on our podcast?
Excited. Of course, it's high profile, great honor. Very thankful.
I mean, we do have a broad audience who actually they are a fan of your work.
Yep.
So to those people, what do you say for, maybe you want to thank them for tuning in, listening to you?
Yes, of course. I wasn't aware I had any fans, but I'll continue doing what I'm doing.
No.
Obviously, it's been working.
We really appreciate that. So this is the first episode. We don't really have a plan to go off. So I think we should just jump straight in.
Reach out, touch faith.
Dylan, have you got any conspiracies for us today?
Well, now let's let the guests talk for a bit.
Of course.
Okay.
Talk about yourself.
In relation to the back row, I hope you have an idea where it's situated. In an English room. Very iconic. I stay in the middle, so I'm fair enough away, but I have connections. Many times I've tried to transfer illegally. Has not worked out.
Yeah.
Originally, my parents are from Ukraine. I was born here. Many people still question my citizenship. Nevertheless, I still remain in this country. So that's that.
Thank you.
Well done, yeah.
Yep.
Shall I introduce my conspiracy theories?
Yeah, we'll
You
go.
have some? You've come prepared?
Oh my God!
Interesting.
Yes, of course.
We
So,
don't
go-
prepare
very
yet.
interesting.
You were excited for this day, clearly.
of course, I've been.
And it's very political.
We'll go straight in.
You
I
might
had
well
this
be
idea
Harry
since I was
Potter.
like 5 years old, and just brewing in my head, and this is my chance to get it out to the world,
Go ahead.
to my fans
Yeah.
or followers.
For the
Tens
audience.
and tens of fans.
Thank you. So it won't
It's
be
a bit loud. I'm just saying.
It won't be
feels
about
like we're
any
shouting.
UFOs.
No, I can't be the only one who thinks.
I feel like it's shouting, yeah.
Well,
Don't shout. Don't shout.
Whispering.
No, just talk normally.
It's
Like
an
this.
ASMR podcast.
You can go now.
are you gonna cut this out?
Yeah.
All right, thank God. So my conspiracy theory is a political one. It involves Brexit, which happened
Oh, of course.
a couple of years ago.
What?
Yeah.
Brexit.
Brexit did not happen a couple of years ago.
June 2016.
A year
and a half ago.
Therefore, 2 years
years
ago.
A year and a half becomes 2 years when you wanted to.
Go ahead, continue, sorry.
Yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
So, as you know, the UK voted to leave, and as a result, David Cameron stepped down, and Theresa May took office. Now, they're both from the same party, interestingly, and Theresa May, to keep power, decided to uphold the people's opinion and vote, right? So,
Did Facebook have an influence in this? Because I heard Mark
Probably.
Zuckerberg
We'll never know though.
influenced the election over in the
yeah,
US.
I want to speak about influence a bit later on, but right now,
It's
to
time.
the juicy bits. So,
Maybe we will.
it takes a little bit of...
Oh, Jesus. sorry, continue.
So this conspiracy takes a
You
bit of
got a
background.
9 in there. Sorry, continue, please.
So Theresa May took office and decided to uphold the people's opinion, and is currently in talks. And from what we've seen, there's a bit of a stalemate, and the talks aren't getting anywhere. So what I believe is Theresa May doesn't want to leave the European Union because it doesn't make sense economically, and since they're from the same party, they would have similar ideas, and I don't think she wants it. So how does this tie in to a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Well, if you recall, the nerve agent poisoning
Oh, I do.
a couple of years ago, a couple of weeks ago, a week, maybe a month.
Maybe it is.
I'm not familiar with this,
Maybe a
Yevhen.
couple of years ago.
Yeah, please explain to us
Yeah,
what happened with that.
So there was a KGB double agent that was assassinated for collaborating with British forces, intelligence forces, and as a result he was poisoned. Probably by the Russians, because the nerve agent, it's pretty rare unless a government was involved. And it's doubted that an independent group would do this. So
Really, really fizzy.
What?
Really, really fizzy.
Never speak to this.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
am I boring?
No, no.
I guess I'm boring.
No, I mean, I wouldn't be interested in this. Because I already know.
But someone
about
will be.
Speed it up.
Paulina.
Yeah.
Is that who?
It is.
Paulina and that other one.
Is that who?
Paulina.
Okay, sorry, you can continue. Go from
Speed it up.
where
Let's
you
get
are.
her up to be a guest.
She'll probably be like, no.
Speed it up.
Go.
You told me to slow down first of all. Okay, but
Did you?
well, you said you weren't aware, so I gave more information.
That wasn't me.
That was me.
Let's
I
just
do
stop now.
apologize.
Let's just let him speak.
Let me go back into it. I'm probably not a good guest, am I?
Oh, you are. It's
You're
just they're not giving you a chance.
Doubt yourself.
They're not giving you a chance.
Okay, so
Chelsea and Junior.
Oh.
the nerve agent attack happened, and as a
It's
result,
always the women.
the nerve attack agent happened, and as a result, many Russian diplomats were sent back and exiled from the UK. And Theresa May is currently rallying the EU against Russia, because Russia seems as is being showed as the aggressor, and this is kind of similar to Pearl Harbor, if you know what happened. It's an excuse to get involved in Europe during World War II. So my conspiracy is just that Theresa May is using this as an excuse to stay in the European Union.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Political.
Could be like the Prince Harry marriage with what's her name, Meghan Markle. That American.
Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yang.
That could be also another factor in bridging or making a connection between America and England. Obviously, having an American in the royal family can only be a benefit to America. So
Is she the
that might
first
be-
American that's going to be in the
yeah,
Royal Family?
yeah. So she's gonna be like a key aid to America's goals, like against, especially with the heated discussion about
Yeah.
Russia against America and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Conspiracy
see,
America Centre.
World War
Revealed
III
in
could be
the
on the
Royal Family.
on the rise. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it is.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay. So is that your conspiracy done?
Yeah, pretty underwhelming.
Yevhen Briak.
If anybody has
What
anything
man?
to say about that, leave a comment in this description or the
And
Comment
Dylan will
section.
read it.
yeah, comment section, whatever it's called.
Oh, please
And
try to
I'll
leave one in the
definitely,
description.
I'll definitely read it.
I mean, if you can leave one in the description,
Sorry.
please do. But I highly doubt you can.
So I would like to also speak about another thing about time travel,
I talked about it.
because as it's well known, Dylan is a supporter of this idea.
No, I'm an advocate for time travel.
Oh,
And
Is that
I
not
think
the same thing?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe if Dylan says a little bit about this theory.
Yeah, so I don't really believe in it as such, but
You're an advocate.
yeah, but I'd like to believe that time travel is
It doesn't exist.
a possibility. Yeah, it probably
Apparently,
doesn't exist.
we can
but
only go back in time, not forward, if it does exist.
or forward, not back.
You can go back in time, you can't go forward.
Yeah, so I said.
That's what I said.
Alright, yeah.
What about the case about in 2030?
The 23rd, what?
In 2030, yeah.
That video. Well, there's a video by a channel called Apex TV. Now they're not that believable.
Phase
but-
Apex.
Yeah, but there was this man. I can't remember where he came from. I think it was like 2072 or something.
Is this the guy that we looked him up again and then it was disproven
no,
by
no,
him?
yeah,
No, you can't just shut me up.
Yeah,
it was
I'll talk about it in
disproven,
a second.
so it's dumb, and he's just going to talk about it anyway.
No, but what he said to do with
Go on,
9/11 and the fact that it could have been believable.
Could've.
But he explains that for to connect at the moment with gun laws and the talks in America, usually the states aren't, I suppose, aligned on the same topic. So for a united America, a global event or a big event was needed. So, for example, a 9/11 event to bring together states of America or whatever, And how he explains it is very good. So you should look up Apex TV, but the
We'll,
rest is for you to decide.
We'll provide a link, will we?
We'll leave a link down below so you can watch that
Okay.
video.
You see,
I thought it was very interesting.
So we went back in
I
time
did,
and
but,
basically
you know.
up between theirs.
His speech, it was very convincing,
Yeah, it was.
yet it wasn't true.
Yeah, it wasn't true because he came out next video and said he was a
But
fake.
convincing.
But alright.
there's a problem with time travel, and it works on the same principles as religion. It's kind of philosophical. So, wasn't it mentioned in the video that there will be time travel discovered by 2030? the year
2028, yeah.
2028. So,
Or it will released, it's already discovered, he said.
What is
the
it?
thing about time travel, if you change something in the past, it obviously alters the future,
Yeah.
right? So, it could be altered so many times,
But we wouldn't know.
and we wouldn't know. That's the thing. But if we're told this, right, and it doesn't happen, then the thinking is that it'll happen again in the future, and it'll keep happening, and people keep still believing, like in religion, the resurrection of Jesus. So it's supposed to happen, but we'll never know because
Yeah.
it won't happen. Pretty much.
So you're saying it's not real?
I'm just
You
saying.
won't
I'm just
know.
saying. It's a very
It's so
sm-
real
it-
that
it-
it's not real.
It's a very smart idea to like support this topic, because you can't necessarily be disproven.
Yeah, you can't dispute it. Yeah.
You can't say because you can't say you can't disprove that something something exists if it doesn't exist.
Yeah, like don't
Because-
forget, how we get our information is from the media and news outlets, and lately we know that they've been tampered with.
Yeah.
A lot of stations.
Keemstar.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been tampered with, and their news has been basically subscribed or like
Yeah.
given by the government, created by the government. So everything you
It's
hear and see
sensational
is
as well.
come from the government. So it's controlled, it can be watered down, and just because you haven't seen the news doesn't mean it's out there.
Oh, the lamp for you? You want some?
And also, another thing I was thinking about is about influence. And do we think the things that we think because they're our thoughts, or are we influenced by something to think these things? I've been thinking about that recently because of a book called Brave New World, where they basically get children and they prematurely decide their roles and their caste and class. Purely, they genetically modify them for to be aristocratic or to work on farm as peasants, etc. And from babies, they're conditioned to think a certain way. So our thoughts are real thoughts. Obviously, I doubt it's to that extent, but what do you think?
Sorry, I was just having a bit of smooth, delicious milk chocolate.
Will we have a review?
We'll have a review. We'll cut in here just to have a little review. So
Sorry,
this is
yo.
from.
You can review your tea later.
I bought this chocolate from Deals here in Millfield and Balbriggan. 75 cents. They half the price on it because it's probably out of date soon or something. 30th of June, maybe, I don't know. So they half the price on it. You know, that's why I got it mainly. I wouldn't buy this if it was 150. I'm not gonna lie. Now, chocolate con leche. That basically means chocolate with milk, also known as milk chocolate. Now, the first bite of this chocolate, it was very chalky, more of a chalk-like consistency. And then as you chew in, it kind of grinds on the teeth. It's not very nice. But as it melts in your mouth, it becomes more of a hot chocolate consistency,
Smooth.
kind of smooth, exactly. But
It's in the name.
maybe it's too smooth, you know. But overall, I'd give it about a 6 out of 10.
Powdered milk.
Mainly
Do
because
you
of
have?
the price.
Yeah, mainly. Do you have any? Do you want some to review?
I did.
I'd like to review these.
I mean,
actually. No, no.
Well, Ted, do you want to review some of this?
Oh, no,
Because that's
thanks.
what we're on.
Review some of this,
No, I want
please.
the
You
chocolate.
want to review some of this, please?
Oh, shit.
Go on there. Have a chunk. Have a chunk. Anyone for another chunk?
No, I'm
From-
good.
No, thanks.
Okay, we're gonna
Personally,
let our
don't
guests
know how
review
much
this
I liked
chocolate.
it.
So if you want to buy this, it'll probably be around 75 cents to 150 in Deals. I recommend? I don't highly recommend. You know, if you have.
If you're looking for chocolate and you have a little bit of money, not
exactly.
enough,
on a budget.
If you
Yeah.
have the 75 cent, I'd go for it. If you have 150, I'd go for maybe a Galaxy, maybe a
Yeah.
Dairy Milk.
A much higher quality
Higher
chocolate.
quality. I mean,
There's
to be honest, I don't think there's much cocoa. There's only 20% cocoa solids minimum in this. So the rest,
100% maximum.
the rest is kind of milk, vegetable fats, cocoa butter, cocoa mass. You know, I mean, palm, sal.
that's enough.
I'm pretty sure that's salt. Shea, I think. Mango kernel oil, emulsifier, soya lecithin. That's it. And flavoring. So, I mean, overall, it's not a pure chocolate. But then again, what is?
Gas.
So, your review?
It's okay, I guess. Mediocre. Tastes a bit like baking chocolate. That's
Yeah,
all
I
got.
actually, I do
Cheap.
agree. I do
That's
agree.
good.
Good tip.
That's
Baking
a good-
chocolate is also quite cheap.
I mean, that's a good one for English class. You know, tastes like cooking
Cooking
chocolate.
chocolate.
Oh, we got Sky Sports, do we? Two Sky Sports mobiles. Are they Sky Sports? What's on the side of them? I thought that said Sky Sports. Anyway, what's it? Popcorn. Nice one. They're a novice.
Why would she eat on this? Good chance to wear the look of them.
Out of 10, what would you give it, Yevhen?
I'd give it a 4, I guess.
A 4.
I have to agree, Johan.
That's pretty generous.
I mean,
It's a
just like
4.
what,
It's
you know,
a 4.
I mean,
I'd give it
it's a
6.
pass. I guess it's a
Four.
pass.
You know.
It's something that we all want in Irish, so.
Yeah.
Just a pass, nothing else.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, we are gonna move on to this review. So these, you wanna go through?
Yeah, so these are strawberry wheats, and you can get them in deals as well. And
For what price?
well, I think they're 150. Yeah, they're 150,
Yeah.
and you get about 15, I'd say.
15.
And they're thick strawberry jelly laces covered in a lot of sugar, fizzy sugar.
Yeah.
And they're very appealing to the eye. They're in a bright red packet.
Interesting, though.
Yeah,
Interesting.
very, very.
have
When
a
you
look.
when you eat them, that's where the magic lies. Really. They're
Yeah.
really, really fizzy
Um,
and delicious. Aren't they?
They're
So-
quite like the laces that you get in maybe a like
They're
kinda,
like 40 cents,
you
so
know-
that's 150.
you know the
why is it
ones-
Yeah,
better?
it's well, you see, the
But,
quality of the jelly is well, it holds its shape and it doesn't taste like plastic or
So
feel like plastic.
it's a 280 gram bag,
Yeah.
and per 20 grams there is 12 grams of sugar. So 12
Generous.
grams
Let's not.
per 20 is 280
You're not
grams.
gonna be
Anyone
buying
want to
it
do the
for
math
fucking
on that?
diet.
Nah, you're alright.
No, you wouldn't buy them on a diet. Yeah, that's true.
But out of 10, I'd give them an 8, 8.5 solid.
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. I would actually give them a 9. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very nice. And you know, sometimes I eat too much sugary shit, like it cuts the insides of your mouth, such as that with salty kind of crisps.
Ooh, and I'm in there.
God bless, God bless. The strawberry wheels. Oh, gee, 2 of them. The strawberry wheels contain the sugar nicely. It's evenly spread out. I don't
Yeah.
think there's much. I honestly don't think there's much sugar in the actual.
Bag.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
I think it means on top of the actual lace.
Yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
whatever.
So I think it's quite nice. 9 out of 10 for me.
What about you, Johan?
The guest?
Oh, yeah.
Well, flavor
No,
wise,
the other one.
You have a Johan behind you.
Let him speak.
sugar tastes like sugar. My only, I guess, criticism is my hands are now sticky, very sticky. So
Same. That could be good.
to balance both, I'll give it a 6.
That could be good with meat and chocolate now.
Fair
but,
enough.
I don't know.
6, that's good. What about you, Tina? Do you have anything to say about these lovely strawberry wheels?
Maybe it's 6 out of 10. I feel like they're nothing special.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
Didn't give you the
Chelsea.
wow factor, did
They weren't really fizzy.
Yeah, I didn't try it, but you know, they look horrible.
Did you not try them?
We don't really know. But what everyone is interested in, now I'll give you that: food, music, TV.
Oh,
movies.
anyone have
Well,
any music
actually,
recommendations?
Politics.
I do. So
No one
um,
likes politics.
I do listen to a good bit of Spotify now. That's my
Oh,
main
yeah.
music source. You listen to the new Music Friday.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the playlist.
That's where I get all my new music from.
Oh,
from,
Zayn has a
you
new
know.
song out.
Zayn does have a new song out. It's actually quite good.
It's okay.
It's good for his standards.
I mean,
Wow.
Pillow Talk was the best he did. And then it all kind of
Yeah.
What was
went
that one
downhill.
about like Dawn or something? I don't know what
Waiting
it's called.
from
Dusk
dusk
till
till
dawn.
dawn.
Yeah,
I
I mean
think
that
that-
was alright, but like
It was okay.
Can't say
You
it's
know,
the
ever
best.
since Zayn left One Direction, I haven't been able to look at him the same way. So, the song it's about, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
speaking of One Direction, I've been listening to Harry Styles' album again. Pretty good one. I do
It's very
recommend.
good. It is a good album.
It's an amazing album.
He'll be in Dublin on Monday.
I've
Which I will be
also-
He'll be
attending.
going, yeah. Maybe give
but,
some.
you know, there is some good new music. I recommend the new Music Friday playlist.
If you have Spotify.
We have a few new actually from the weekend. He has two. In my opinion, he has two good songs in the album. That's pretty much it.
Is it an
Um,
album though? It's only
It's
like
like kind of
5
like an
songs on
EP.
it.
Yeah, it's not really.
I think they
Um,
just call it a mix. He called it a mixtape or something like
Yeah,
that. but-
it's he has two good songs. I mean, you know.
2 out of 5,
I'd expect more from the weekend. Daryl Hall and John Oates, with Hall and Oates,
Mm-hmm.
they sing that good song, Man Eater. They have a good new song out with that guy Train, who sang that one song.
Hey Soul Sister,
That's the one exactly.
song.
It's a good song. It's called Philly Forget Me Not. I recommend it. It kind of has a nice vibe. It's a very good song. And then also, you know, in music news, we have Mason Ramsey, aka the Lil Hank Williams, aka the Yodel kid from Walmart.
He didn't release music,
He's
did he?
blowing up on the internet.
He was actually on the Ellen show this
Yeah, he
week.
was on
Yeah,
the
I
Ellen
saw
show.
that.
He's a good man, you know.
It was a
Um,
good meme for a few, like, a
for
day
a
or
few,
two.
for a few hours, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of going, you know, all the.
Yeah, but Ellen took too long to get him
Yeah.
on the show, and I think it was gone.
I mean, she snatched
she always
down
does that,
Daniel,
though.
though.
Yeah, and that's when it was really went downhill. Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, well, this was a nice time, live in O'Brien's, the sandwich makers, and we are going to finish off the podcast. So I do hope you enjoyed. You know, I have this thing. It's always first episode blues, especially when filming.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm filming Born Protected, season 2, episode 1 was quite hard to film. It's just you have to get into the rhythm of it. So this is our first episode. Hopefully, next episodes will be good. But I do hope you enjoyed.
What will we be
and
doing next week, though?
next week we
Yeah.
are going to have Cian Mooney.
Keen Mooney
on
is
the
the coming
podcast.
on. Because we said it now,
Um,
he has to come on.
Yeah. So Cian Mooney, we will contact you. To come on.
We'll be in contact with you.
Our social media, Kalina still has to make them.
But I'm guessing the
so-
name will be Tales from the Back Row.
Tales
Yeah.
from
Just
Back
look
Row.
out for that, you know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
We'll update you as it goes. So from me, thank you for listening to the podcast, and goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Right, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.